With a universe filled with heroes like Batman and Superman, it's only fitting that DC also has some of the most powerful comic book villains of all time. Unfortunately for our heroes, these villains not only threaten the world, but the entire universe. So today, we're going to talk about the top 10 most powerful villains in the DC universe. Let's get into it. One of the most powerful and unstoppable guys in the universe is Doomsday, the monster who's famous for taking Superman's life. A scientific experiment gone wrong, or gone right, depending upon how you look at it. Doomsday was destroyed over and over again in harsh environments, until it was perfected into a killing machine. The monster then escaped its prison and caused a galactic-wide terror. Arriving on Earth, Doomsday fought the Justice League until only Superman was left standing. The Man of Steel fought the monster with everything he had, until both fell in battle and died. However, like Superman, Doomsday has come back time and time again, only growing stronger with each defeat. The sole bearer of the Orange Lantern, Larfleeze controls the entire power of the Orange Lantern Corps of Avarice, giving him a tremendous amount of power that he uses to wreak havoc across the universe. He's able to use hard-light constructs in the shape of the people he's killed over the years, and being in possession of all these souls, is able to create an army of constructs to do his bidding. Larfleeze has been able to go up against not just Green Lanterns, but the Guardians of the Universe as well. His knack for destruction is so extreme that the Guardians couldn't defeat him. They had to make a deal with him instead, and form a treaty. The guy who began the Infinite Crisis, Superboy Prime, has proven to be a deadly force of nature. A version of Kal-El who existed in a universe without superheroes. He's recruited to help stop the Crisis on Infinite Earths by Superman of Earth 1, which ended up destroying the universe he came from. After that, he goes to the Paradise Dimension, where he grew angry and insane, watching the world that he had protected becoming worse and worse. Finally, he decided that heroes weren't enough, and broke free of the Paradise Dimension in order to hand out his own form of justice. It ended up taking the combined power of almost every hero on Earth in order to stop him. Eclipso is a guy you may not know much about, but the bottom line is that his soul is encapsulated within the Heart of Darkness, and each shard of the Diamond Heart possesses his soul. These shards can infect and have infected numerous people with the spirit of Eclipso over the centuries. He was the original spirit of God's wrath, but ended up becoming an agent of chaos and embodiment of anger. He's fought against the current spirit of vengeance, the Spectre, plenty of times in the past, even killed him in the past. A truly powerful, immortal, interdimensional being, Trigon is the father of Raven, one of the Teen Titans' main enemies. A demon born from the pairing of a woman from a mystic sect and the god they worshipped, he inherited the cast-off evil energies of the inhabitants of Azeroth, which resulted in him taking the lives of everyone involved in his birth once he arrived, including his mother. He went on to rule and conquer worlds during his childhood, and he has said that he has always existed since he created his own universe, with his physical form taking shape 1,000 years before the DC Universe's present day. As the Lord of the Unliving, Necron represents the physical embodiment of death on a cosmic scale. His existence apparently predates life itself, so it should come as no surprise that Necron's abilities are immense. He's able to harness the power to control the dead, reanimate the dead, and take life with a touch of his hand. However, Necron can't exist within the land of the living, thus his reliance on Blackhand during Blackest Night. Whether Darkseid is the most powerful being in the DC universe is endlessly debated. On the surface, the Apocalyptic God is unbeatable. However, when he actually tries to take over the Earth, well, he constantly fails. If Superman doesn't put a stop to him by himself, well, the Justice League makes sure he doesn't win. Still, his power is nearly unmatched. As a new god, Darkseid possesses the usual powers like super strength, invulnerability, even immortality. However, he's also powered by the Omega Effect. The energy Darkseid produces allows him to travel the multiverse, cast Omega Beams, teleport, use telekinesis, and way too many other abilities to list. Safe to say, Darkseid is pretty freaking powerful. One of the newer threats to the DC multiverse is the villain behind the Dark Knight Metal event, Barbatos. As shown in the event, the World Forge was a place where new worlds and universes were born, and the Forger had a massive dragon who used to destroy unstable worlds known as Barbatos. Knowing only death and destruction, Barbatos slew his master and watched as the World Forge grew dark, leaving the Dark Multiverse to grow unchecked. Prior to Crisis on Infinite Earths, the DC Universe's heroes hadn't faced anything as threatening as the Anti-Monitor. Very few characters have affected the DCU as much since then, especially considering the massive ways which he shifted reality. I mean, the guy can alter reality and even destroy and consume entire universes. Saying that he's powerful seems like a huge understatement. But the most powerful being, not only the multiverse, but the known omniverse, is the immortal being Perpetua. Recently introduced in DC Comics as the mother of beings like the Monitor and Mobius, Perpetua was sent by the judges of the Source to create new multiverses to teem with life. Known as one of several super celestials, Perpetua tried to stop the judges by using a weapon made of the multiverse itself, but was stopped by her sons and was subsequently sealed in the Source Wall. When the Source Wall broke during the invasion of the Dark Multiverse, Lex Luthor freed her, unleashing her on the multiverse once again. So there we have it. Those are some of the most powerful villains in the DC universe. What y'all think? Who do you think I left off the list that deserved to be here? Sound off in the comments down below. Also be sure that like button, subscribe button, turn on notifications, join the Fanco army, and I will see y'all next time.